Hi, I'm Shila Ulrich, and I currently serve as the CEO of Central Pennsylvania Food Bank located in Harrisburg. Prior to coming to the food bank back in 2025, I served as the executive director of the Caring Cupboard for 10 years and volunteered at the Caring Cupboard for 10 years prior to that as well. So I have about 20 years of experience in the charitable food network. My experience at the Caring Cupboard has really transformed how I view and see my role at the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. The Central Pennsylvania Food Bank serves 27 counties within the mid-state. We go all the way to the New York border and to the Maryland border. We're as far west as Clearfield County and as far east as Lancaster County. Within those 27 counties, we serve 1,130 partner agencies who help us to deliver the food that people in need the most. Within the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, we have several different types of things that we do. First, we are really a logistics organization. So last year, we distributed 75 million pounds of food to our friends and neighbors in need. This means that we take in food from in-kind donations, which are free donations to the food bank. We bring in USDA foods, which are foods that are supported by the USDA and the federal government. And we bring in other things from farmers and other facilities within our 27 county region. And we distribute those back out in Central Pennsylvania Food Bank region. Central Pennsylvania Food Bank has 3 hubs that make this work possible. So we're in Harrisburg as our main location. That's about 75,000 square feet. We have a facility in Williamsport, which is about 30,000 square feet. And then we recently opened a facility last spring in 2025 in Hollidaysburg near Altoona to help us serve the Allegheny Mountain region a little bit better. With that, we have about 18 trucks that are online every day who are going out and distributing the food to the organizations who are serving our neighbors. Within that, we have a really big focus on fresh and frozen foods. About 50% of that 75 million pounds that we distributed last year are fresh or frozen foods. So that includes things like milk, eggs, and proteins, which our families and friends need most, as well as produce. So we have a pretty big arm of produce that we try to bring in and to get out to our neighbors within the 27 counties that we serve. We also have an arm of our food bank related to agency services. So our agency services staff go out and provide services and aid to our agency partners. And this can look like a bunch of different things. We can help our agencies to get supports in how to access grants. We also provide grants within the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank to our agency partners as well through a granting process that we created. We also have a pretty large retail donations side, and we call those agency-enabled donations. And that was a really big part of the poundage of food that we distributed last year, which is 25 million pounds. So this means that our agencies are going out and picking up basically rescue food from different kinds of grocers and retailers throughout our 27 counties. We have partnerships with all kinds of grocery stores and other places that might sell groceries or food goods, and we're able to go and pick up things that are either short dated or there's a brand change or something along those lines where a grocery store is no longer putting that specific item on the shelves. So that encompasses a pretty big amount of what we do. And fortunately, Central Pennsylvania Food Bank is one of the leaders in the retail donations space within Feeding America. We also have a policy research arm of Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, which is one of the biggest things that we really like to promote as thought leadership within Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. Our team of about 5 staff have completed more than 4,000 surveys among people who utilize food pantries and food bank networks within our 27 counties. And we've learned so much about the experience of the individuals who need food assistance, just a little bit of a hand up to make things work. One of the things that we learned that's most significant is that you can make a difference in food insecurity by supporting your local food pantries and your food banks, because we learned that we're able to help reduce food insecurity, or the measure of people maybe not eating as much as they'd like or skipping meals. We can make a big difference in food insecurity by 40 to 50% in our communities just by virtue of what we do. But we don't do that alone. We also really rely on the benefits that SNAP, or what used to be considered food stamps, are able to provide. So for every one meal that we're able to get out in the charitable food network, SNAP gives out 9, essentially. The benefits of SNAP, hand in hand with the Charitable Food Network, are so important to the work that we do. So we're able to reduce hunger by helping people get a little bit extra, but we're also really thankful that the SNAP system exists within our country so that people can really put those two things together and get the resourcing that they need. Another really great aspect of what we do at the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank is we participate in a program called PASS, which is the Pennsylvania Agricultural Surplus System. And that gives us money to go out to local farmers within the mid-state and purchase items directly from those farmers. So it's a really great farm to fork program that gives us really great center of the plate types of things, produce, proteins, and the things that people are asking for when they come into food pantries and other food resources. If you'd like to learn more about the work of Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, find us at centralpafoodbank.org. There you can learn about the ways that you can contribute time, talent, and treasure toward our mission of eliminating hunger. My name is Shila Ulrich, and I am Lebanon, PA.